Welcome to episode 36. So this week we have an extremely special guest. Michelle, are you ready to reveal who it is?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. My other two daughters got to interview Dominic Roussel. So here I have a signed jersey when I got to meet Dom the last time he was around. So Michelle, we hope everybody enjoys the interview. We're going to get right to it.
Hi. So we have a few questions for you.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you're from Canada. What was your childhood like in your hometown?
A lot of playing outside. A lot of snow. We have a lot of snow here, and my dad used to build an ice rink in the backyard and everything. So a lot of hockey, and we played football on the street, baseball, all kinds of sports, soccer. And then I started playing hockey, and then, I was 9 years old when I started playing. And I was always outside playing, me and my brothers.
Nice.
Were you always a goalie, or did you play other positions?
The first time I went to the rink, so my parents registered me at minor hockey. So I show up there with my, forward equipment, and I started getting dressed for the practice. And the coach comes in the room and he says, somebody wants to be a goalie? We don't have a goalie. So I went like, me. And so they lent me a goalie equipment, and I started right away as a goalie.
Nice.
The same thing happened to me, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty much the same thing.
That's funny. My mom was right there beside it. She's like, no.
How exciting was it to be drafted into the NHL?
It was amazing, and especially the way it happened. I was back then. If you just turned 18, you only had the first three rounds to get drafted. After that was over. So there were 63 picks in the first 3 rounds, and I got picked the last of the 63, so the 63rd. And so I was right on the edge, and I got picked by the Flyers, and it was at the Montreal Forum. And since I'm from here, all my friends and family were there, so it was really amazing.
Fun.
You were French Canadian. Was Bernie Parent one of your favorites?
Yeah, well, Bernie, I saw Pelle Lindbergh play. Bernie was before I started watching hockey, but I saw some games after. So I asked the Flyers to give me some tape so I could watch to see to see him play, and I saw him in the playoffs winning the cups and everything. It was amazing. He was my goalie coach in Philadelphia for a few years. Yeah, and he's a great guy. If you have a chance to meet him one day, he shows up at a lot of events and things like that. So you guys are from New Jersey, I think. So you should, if you follow the news, you should be able to, maybe on Facebook or something, or Twitter, you should be able to find him somewhere.
Cool. So there were 2 goalies on every team, but only 1 net for the games. Did you get along with most of your partners, or was it very competitive?
It was both. To get to that level, you have to be competitive anyway. So anytime you go to a training camp and there's, 10, 12 goalies and there's only 2 spots, so you have to be competitive. But once you're on a team, you want to make sure that you're a good teammate to everybody, including the other goalies. So, but the competition is there. I'm in the net, and let's say in practice, and Ron Hextall's down the other end, I'm trying to stop more pucks than he does. There's always a competition. It was a good one. Me and him or any other goalie, never had any problems with anybody. It always went well.
Nice.
Could you tell me about your time in Hershey? They have a very loyal fan base, and you got to play in
The old arena.
Oh, in the old arena. Okay.
Yeah, Hershey Park Arena. Well, I loved it. First of all, I loved it playing for the Bears, and the rink is, I don't know, they probably renovated it now, but it was really an old rink, and there were an amusement park right beside.
Yeah.
across the parking lot. So that was fun, and I got a chance to get called up a few times to the Flyers, and then got sent down to Hershey. And Hershey, I visited everything I could there. It's a really quiet area, quiet town, and the lights on the streets they're like chocolate chips, and you can smell the chocolate when you drive and you're getting close to Hershey. You could smell it even in your car, even with the windows closed. It was pretty special, and I was there for about a year and a half, I remember. And the fans are amazing. They're really good. I'm still in contact with some of the fans in Hershey. And really, really good people.
Nice. Awesome. So I loved your classic Flyers mask. What inspired it and who designed it?
I designed it. What inspired me? I was just thinking Flyers, you're flying and you have wings on each side. And it looks like a dragon a little bit because I like dragons.
Yeah.
So it's a combination of both. So I just took a piece of paper and I started drawing, and I sent it to Frank Cipra, the guy who painted it, and he did a great job. He improved actually on because I'm not that good to draw, and he improved on it, and it came out this way. And yeah, it did a really good job on that.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Ran Hextall was pretty fiery on the ice. What was it like to be his teammate?
He was actually a really calm person, and he was really nice to the fans. He signed every autograph. Family man, took care of his family and spent time with his family. So he was very, very intense on the ice, but off the ice, he was really, really good and friendly. So we sat one beside each other in the locker room, and we always talked about all kinds of things, and really appreciated playing with him.
Mm-hmm. Did you enjoy playing with the Flyers?
Yeah. Even though I played for other teams.
Yeah.
Flyers is still like soul on my heart kind of thing. It's I think, I don't know if Flyers one day, Flyers for life, or something like that. So for me, that's the case. Sometimes I still have dreams, especially around training camp and playoff time, and I still dream that I'm with the team. So I loved it playing for the Flyers, and again, the fans there also are really amazing. Same thing in Hershey. Still in contact with a lot of the fans in Philadelphia, and I used to go every summer. Now it's been a few years, but I used to go there and visit every summer.
Nice, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm. What was it like to be a mighty Duck?
Well, it was fun for a bunch of reasons. Like, first of all, I played with two of the best players that ever played, Timo Solani and Paul Kariya. The goalie that played with me, Guy Hebert, I got along really well with him. So that's another thing that was cool. The weather obviously is amazing in California. Somebody like me coming from Ice Town, in Montreal, and going to California from you normally would be a vacation, but now I live there, so that was really, really amazing. And our team was decent team. Disney owned the team back then, so we could go to the parks and all that, and bring some friends and family. So it was a good time.
Fun. So you finished your career in Germany. What was it like playing overseas, and how does it differ from playing in the States?
Yeah, my whole career I was thinking I want to finish my career in Europe. I wanted to see what it is, and visit and see something different. Mm-hmm. And so in Germany, well, that league there in the DEL, there's really good fan base. There's about 8,000 to 10,000 people per game, but the buildings hold about that, so it's always sold out. Mm-hmm. And people are singing the whole time. They're singing the whole game. And they have like tambourines and trumpets and all that, and they make so much noise. And the whole game from start to finish, they sing songs. I couldn't understand at the beginning what they were singing was in German. And but the atmosphere is really, really good. And and it's a bit easier because you play 2 games per week, sometimes 1 game, and you practice about 3 times a week. So physically, it was easier, and every time we went to a team, it was to see a new town, and then at the end of the season, or when I had a break, we went to visit the castles and all that. So so that's one of the differences is that singing from the start to the finish. That really it was really fun, and guys love playing there for sure.
Yeah.
I know you play the guitar. I am a big fan of Queen. What is some of your favorite bands to play?
Well, we play some. We don't play any Queen. Should talk to my friends about that. But we play Led Zeppelin. We play CCR. We play the Kings. We play so many different bands. We play Robert Palmer. We have about 23 songs right now that we play regularly, so we want to add to that.
Nice.
But my favorite bands have always been Led Zeppelin and Rush.
Right.
We don't play any Rush because it's too different from the rest of the music we're playing. But those are the 2 bands. But I used to have all the Queen albums, actually. But then I moved, and so he stole all my CDs. So I lied. But now I got Spotify, so I'm good.
Yeah.
How did you get into personal training?
When I played towards the end of my career, my best friend was a personal trainer. He was my personal trainer, and my whole career he trained me, and I was really interested and fascinated by the whole thing. The body, how it works, and the machine of the body when you're an athlete and everything. And he taught me so much while I was playing. And I remember saying it 3-4 years before my retirement that I want to do that when I'm done. I want to coach goalies, and I want to be a trainer. So I started by coaching goalies, and then I was sending them to trainers, and they were getting programs, but they were not really specific to goalies. So I figured, well, I'll do it. And then I started doing it this way.
How many do you coach now?
I'm sorry?
How many do you coach now?
How many goalies?
Yeah.
Well, I'm making a kind of a move this year. I'm going to go coach a midget espoir team, which is midget AAA, so 15, 16-year-old. I'm going to be the head coach.
Nice.
So that's the first time I do that. And last year I was assistant coach with the Petrol Yates semi-pro hockey league here. And I loved it, so that's why I want to make this move. And as far as goalies, how many goalies? I trained... oh my gosh, I trained thousands. I started when I was 16.
Okay.
And in the summer, and then when I retired, that's another thing. There was no private lessons for goalies. I couldn't get any when I played because it didn't exist. So I figured I'll start it. And I started that, loved it, and never looked back since then.
Awesome. So our last question is, do you still watch the National Hockey League?
Yeah. I missed a lot of the games, a lot of the playoffs this year, but usually I watch almost all the games. And if not, I watch the 12-minute highlight they got on NHL.com. Yeah. They got this thing where they show all the shots, all the goals, all the saves. So if I miss a game, I'm going to go check that.
Nice.
But if I would have to admit, if the Flyers would have been in the playoffs this year, I would have watched everyone.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Yeah. It was great.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Have a great night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, so we really hope you enjoyed the interview. I'm very proud of my girls for writing up the questions, asking them, and I think they did a really good job. I really want to thank Dominic for taking the time out to speak with us. That was very nice of him to, take time for us. So thanks, Dom, and we really hope you enjoyed it. Please, share it, like it, comment below, so we can try to do some more interviews with people. I think the girls are getting really good at it, and I'm real proud of them. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.